guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Filthy Helen. I'm a South Sudanese YouTuber currently living in Morocco. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and if you are a return subscriber, you're welcome. I always appreciate your support, and please don't forget to like this video and share with your friends to support me. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Morocco as an international student. So guys, I would like to make a little disclaimer. Everything that I'm going to be talking in today's video is based on my own experience as an international student living in Morocco. So let's get into the video. So guys, we are going to start with the pros, and pro number one is Morocco is surrounded by nature. Like the Atlas Mountains, they have nice mountains and their ranges. Like for example, if you are going to Tetuan, you see the Reef Mountains and its ranges, and then it's surrounded also by vegetation. Like it's always green, and they have nice beaches. Then they have ancient buildings like their medinas, and they have tourist sites. They have the Sahara, like it's very beautiful. It's something that everybody would want to see and experience. So let's get into pro number two. Number two is the incredible foods in Morocco. For example, like couscous and tagine. They have two types of tagine. I don't know, maybe they have maybe other types, but the ones that I tried is the chicken tagine and the beef tagine, which is really nice. And also they have like street foods. If you are a foodie like me, you would really want to try their street foods. It's really not expensive, and it depends on the type that you want. If you want to eat like maybe fish sandwich or beef, yeah, it ranges from, let's say, 5 dirhams to 15 dirhams, which is really cheap. So guys, pro number three is the beautiful architectures in Morocco. For example, like they have nice flyovers and the roads are nice. They have nice hospitals, and the schools, like the buildings are basically like nice here in Morocco. And also their medinas, they kind of like have a way they preserved it, which is really nice. Yeah. So pro number four is low cost of living. So guys, I'm talking this like based on my own experience and the places that I've stayed in, all the cities. For example, in Kenetra, the houses like range from, let's say, 600 to 800 dirhams, and even in Fez I think it's the same thing, because when I was in Fez I used to pay like around 700 dirhams, which is $70. Yeah. So people living in let's say Casablanca, Marrakesh, or even Tanja and Rabat may not agree with me, but I'm talking this based on the cities that I've stayed in. Pro number five is the weather. So coming from East Africa, we only have like the tropical weather, and then here in Morocco it tends to get very hot depending on the city that you're staying in. For example, if you're staying in Fez or Marrakesh and Setat, it tends to get very hot during summer. Like it can reach even 45 and above, and in winter it gets very cold. Like for example, if you're in Rabat, Kenetra, you may not experience it like in other cities like Fez, Marrakesh, or even Ifran, where it snows sometimes. Yeah, so basically it depends on the city, guys. So let's go to pro number six. Guys, pro number six is the family culture. So I'm talking this based on myself, because I'm a family like person. Yeah, in Morocco they take family very serious. For example, like in the evenings when you go out, you see maybe a family with their kids and all that. They're going out to parks. They have some nice parks and sit-outs which are actually very free to the public. You can just go there with your family and you enjoy like a lovely evening or something like that. Those places are very safe and calm for family to go and have a picnic with your family and all that. So I really love Morocco or Moroccans for this, like for taking family very serious. Guys, we are done with the pros, so let's get into the cons. Con number one is the pushy beggars. So here in Morocco, like if you are going, like I don't know, if you're just walking on the road you find like small kids following you around begging for money and all that. Well, to me it's really bad, because why would you send your kid to go and beg for money, you get? But then if they're doing that to their Moroccans, like to fellow Moroccans, if they tell them no or la, they'll just stop. But then when it comes to a foreigner or a student, they'll be like, oh no, you have money or something like that. They'll keep on dragging you, they'll keep on following you, which is really no good. And that's a turn off for me, like as a student in Morocco. So guys, con number 2 is being taken advantage of. So here in Morocco, if they notice that you are a new person, for example, maybe a tourist or a foreigner, as long as you're new in Morocco, they tend to take an advantage of you for the fact that you don't know how things work around here. For instance, when I was coming from Tetouan to Fez, I met a guy, like a friend. He was from Germany. He's a tourist. So when we go to Fez, we were looking for a taxi, and then normally they use like a meter, like it depends on the distance you pay, depending on the distance. So when we got the taxi, the guy was like, oh no, the meter is not working, we have to pay like 100 dirhams. And the taxi was supposed to take me like to where I was staying, which was not very far from the park. And I was like telling them that no, this is not how things work around here. And then when they got to know that, oh, I know how they pay and all that, they were like, okay, fine, no problem, you can just pay like 20 dirhams. And then I was like, okay, cool, no problem, because it was night, so I had to just pay that. So guys, con number 3 is let's say creepy men. For example, if you are a lady, like you're moving on the road by yourself, normally there's some men in Morocco, like not all of them though, they tend to follow you, like they'll follow you, they'll harass you, they'll call you names, they want your WhatsApp number, or they just want your number. And then if you tend to ignore, they will follow you, and it's just kind of like creepy. And another thing is that, you know, it's now summer, and you cannot like be covering yourself every time. So sometimes when it's very hot, you have to wear, like, let's say maybe light clothes, or maybe kind of like short clothes, which is kind of like bad to them. Like they will look at you, and then you'll be very scared. I just find it very creepy, guys. So let's go to con number 4. Con number 4 is let's say the public health. Yeah, it's very poor. I'm talking based on my own experience. When I was in Agadir, I used to have like heavy cramps. It used to be very painful, and most of the time, like every month, they used to call like the ambulance to come and take me to the hospital. Once we get there, I tend to wait. You have to wait, and their services are really poor. They don't like attend to you immediately. Even if you're dying, they will not. Even if they're not doing anything, they will not attend to you. So I feel like it's very bad once it comes to the health system here in Morocco. But the private ones are good. If you have money, you can go to the private hospitals, which are actually very expensive. So yeah, basically the health system in Morocco is very poor. Still on the health system, for example, if you have maybe, let's say, an eye problem or toothache, and then you go to the doctors, they will tell you you should come maybe after 6 months, which is very bad. Like you have to attend to someone immediately, and most of the time they just give you painkillers without even testing you. They don't take your blood. It's not like in South Sudan, where when you go to the hospital, they have to first take your blood so that they can go and do their thing. But here in Morocco, they don't take blood anyhow. They just give you painkillers, or sometimes they'll tell you, oh, you can come maybe like after 2 weeks or 3 months, like that, which is very bad according to me. Yeah. So guys, point number 5 is the language barrier. So coming to Morocco, in my mind, I know that the official language is French, and I find it very difficult to speak French like the way I feel, like I construct the sentence in my head. I feel it's very hard because I'm from an English-speaking country, like I'm an Anglophone, and then when I came to Morocco, I find like communication is very hard. Like when I want to talk to someone, the way I speak to them, I feel like sometimes they don't understand me very well, and I find like that's a very huge problem, like misunderstandings and all that. And also another thing is the Darija. Darija is the Moroccan dialect. It's kind of like Arabic and mixed with Berber, yeah. But if you don't understand Arabic and if you only speak English, you'll find it very, very hard to communicate with most of the Moroccans or your friends around you, even in schools, not every Moroccan can speak French. Yeah, so I feel language will always be a problem even until I leave this country. So guys, this is all for the pros and cons of living in Morocco. But is it really worth it to come and stay in Morocco or to study in Morocco? In my own opinion, it's a yes. Morocco is a beautiful country and I love everything about it. Yeah, and the people are really nice. And if you are coming here maybe as a tourist or a student, my advice to you is to always be safe and just mind your business. Yeah, just mind your business basically. So guys, coming to Morocco, learn the basic communication skills. I feel it will be easier for you if you know the basics. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share with your friends. See you in my next video.